Good morning and welcome to the Godstone Ranch School of the Arts. My name is Karen Garrett and I'm going to be your teacher for Fashion Illustration 1. This is very exciting and I'm hoping that you are as happy about this as I am. So let's get started. I am going to change the camera angle and so that you can see me draw. You're going to draw along with me. So get your paper, which is 9.5 by 12. You need 4 sheets. You need a ruler. Since you're in fashion, you probably have one like this. If you don't, you have something like that, or maybe the wood kind. Just get a ruler. We'll talk about rulers in a second. You need a fine tip black pen and a pencil. It can be a mechanical pencil or it can be just a regular pencil with an eraser. So let's get started. You ready? Okay, I'm gonna change the angles. Follow along. This is worth points. Okay, so you have your ruler. Go to the support video and please look at the ruler, okay? This is a really good ruler because it starts at 0 right here on the end. Here it is, right there. Where are we? Yeah, right here on the end is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, all the way across, and then there's all this other stuff. This ruler, I call it a Fakie ruler because the end of the ruler is not 0. See how it starts at 0 here? So I actually prefer one like this so you don't get confused. But please look at the support video. He did a great job on explaining that this is 0, 1, right in the middle is half. This little line is a fourth, and then there's 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? So if I say 1 1/8, then there's 1 1/8. If I say 1 1/2, there's 1 1/2. If I say 1 3/4, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. See what I'm saying? So you actually go to that support video. He shows it in a graph, and it's really nice. I'm going to use this, okay? And I think you can see it pretty well. We're going to have 4 sheets of paper, 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 by 12, and we're going to start drawing on those to prepare them. Now, you're going to turn these in, and you're going to use them for the next, I think it's 3 or 4 weeks. So let's make sure to do a very, very good job. We're going to learn female heads and male heads today, so that is a very big deal for your fashion figure called a croquis. A croquis is a really, really weird word. It's French, and it means sketch. It's a way of lengthening the legs to make sure that the clothes look actually good when you draw them so that people, you know, are attracted to the clothing. Okay, so here's the measurements. You're going to go along with me. So if I'm going to go fast and you just stop it every time you need to. Do it slowly. Here's what I don't want to see. I'm going to just turn the paper over. I don't want to see, okay, if I say, let's do it in half, so you measure, and then you go, okay, there, and it's at an angle, it's not in the half, you know, it's not measured correctly. Oh, here's a worse. Going like this, and then it's like, I start here, and then I go, oh my goodness, I didn't hold my ruler right. Oh no, let's not do that. So how do you hold your ruler right? You get it, you make a mark at the right place, you make a mark at the right place, you put it at the top, you put it at the bottom, and then here's what I do. Like that, okay? And I push down on it, and then I have my beautiful line. Okay? Good straight lines, people. All right, so here's what we're going to start with. Remember, this is the edge, 0 on this kind, but this one, no, Fakie ruler. So I'm going to show you on both. I take my Fakie ruler, I go over the edge to where it says where that says 0. I'm going to make a 6-inch mark. Now, if you go to your assignment, you'll be able to see all of this on there. So 0 to 6 inches, make a little line, and then what do? I put it on the one side here, put it on this other side here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Now I'm going to press down here and here. Okay, that's at 6 inches, centered. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to go 6 inches down. We're good at doing 6 inches, so here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, here's another thing. Don't go, okay, it's 6 here, but I go over at an angle there. So look, if I do that, and then I come over there and I measure, I'm almost 3/8 of an inch off. So you have to sort of be parallel with the side of your page. Okay, now notice how I'm holding it so that I'm really accurate. When you are doing fashion design, you better be accurate. People like their clothes to be made well. They like the drawings to be drawn well. We're kind of all about being precise. So here you go. I'm moving my body so that I can get a nice place. There you have it. At the top of that one, I've already done A sheet, so I'm going to put B. On this one, it's all in your assignment. Just go to your assignment. And at the top, I'm going to put 3/4 head and side head. Now, I've already done this one. I finished it in black pen, and I erased all my pencil marks after it's dry. Don't rush it, because then you'll smear. So I did my A, and now I'm about to do the marker over this. Okay, so that is A and B ready to go. Now, let's go to this one. I've already finished one sheet so that I can show you, but let's do it together. Like I said, I'm going fast, but you can always stop this. Okay, so I'm going to go, and it's on your assignment, so read your assignment. 4.5. This is called landscape when it's sideways. Okay, 4.5. Here I go with my, now, you might say, well, I'm going to skip that step of doing the pencil because why waste my time? That's not a waste of time, because what if the ruler goes woo like that? Okay, or what if you say, oh no, I did it, shoot, wrong. I did it at 4 instead of 4.5. Okay, then you can erase it, but you need to make sure it's all correct and accurate before you do the black marker. Okay, so the next measurements, I wrote them down real quick. Okay, let's see. Okay, so 3, so we're good. And look, see through this ruler? I can tell if I'm straight on the edge. It's wonderful, I love this ruler. 3, 6, 9. Do it again. I'm right on the edge. I'm not going angular. So there you go. I'm parallel. Okay, so I have the marks. I'm holding my hand like I told you how to do it. Wonderful. Very happy with that. And I go like this. Okay, let's pretend that I messed up and I did it at a wrong place, like way over here. Let's just stick something right there. And then I go, yeah, I measured that good. And then I go, oh my goodness, no, that's not right. Well, see, I just have an eraser. Now, don't want to see this though. Is that erased? No. Precision, people. That's erased. Okay, and some of you may not know. Don't go this way when you're doing a vertical line. Just do it on the line. You know what I mean? Why waste your eraser? There we go. And then I say, okay, I have to remeasure. But no big deal, because it's not in pen yet. Okay, so there we go. That is beautiful. All right, so next, at this point, I do like that. It's very nice. I have my pen ready. These are going to be your permanent lines. So I want you to go ahead and put those in ink. Like I said, you can fast forward this if you want to. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I'm just going to talk to you about talking. You know, the beautiful thing about doing our art is we can talk and draw. So you can go visit people. You can just take your bag of fashion illustration supplies. You can go sit by the pool, but don't get wet. But see how nice that is? And you can talk to people and enjoy your life and draw your beautiful drawings. Isn't that wonderful? It makes you a better person. It makes them a better person because everyone's going to think you're so super cool. All right, the next thing, those are permanent lines. We're going to go ahead and do the measurements, more measurements here. And these are going to be our impermanent lines to help us draw the sizes we want. So at 1.5, right between 2, 1 and 2, and then let's see, 1.5 and 3, and then I put 6 and 7.5. All right, let's do this one now. Okay, There's 1.5, there's 3, there's 6, there's 7.5. And I'm going to go here, holding it straight, moving my body. It's beautiful. Okay, and putting the pressure on my hand there. Lovely. Ooh, I didn't go all the way. That's bad. It's all about precision. Okay, nice. So then, here we are again. Like I said, if you want to fast forward, no problem. If you look at your page and you go, my page doesn't look like her page, then just erase these and fix it again. Okay, so now going across landscape direction, we are going to do, let's see what we have, 1.5. So this is 1.5, 4.5, 6.5, 10.5. Okay. 1.5, 4.5, 7.5, 10.5. Okay. Right. Drawing is fun. I hope that when you get started, you're going to see what I mean. Even doing all these measurements is kind of fun. Okay, so I already did this, which is sheet C. So do that. C, frontal heads in pen here. And then this one is going to be D. And it's going to say 3/4. And side heads. Go ahead and do that in pen, now that I like it. Sure, I did a good job. So in fashion, when you're sewing and drawing, there's a lot of checking yourself, like because you don't want to buy a bunch of fabric that's expensive and then cut it wrong and then have to go buy it again. So you always sort of have to do it, check yourself, don't want to smear. We've done a lot of work here, don't want to have to smear it. Hope that that's good. I'll let that sit for a second, and then I'm going to erase right here. So hey, see, nice and dry, beautiful, love it. Oh yeah. See? Finish that perfectly. And then what do you do yourself? You say, pat yourself on the back. Because we don't do enough of that. I'm patting myself on the back. I have now created, I'm going to do that in pen in just a minute, but we have created 4 beautiful sheets of paper to do our art on. Okay, I'm going to stop this and get ready for the next part. Okay, get sheet A. We're going to learn to draw a male front head and a female front head. You're going to draw the head in this section, and I call these down here the no zone. So I want you to put the word no. That means we're not going to do that, but we got to get it out of our system. So here again, no zone. Okay, we're going to be working on the no zones a lot. Okay, so at the beginning of this, your head is symmetrical. You have 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, and 2 eyebrows. You're symmetrical. So what we're going to start off with are the center line of our head. This was 6 inches, right? So I'm going to use a ruler, not the Fakie ruler. I'm going to use this one so we can make sure we're really good. Start at 0 here on the edge. It's nice and parallel with the paper. Half of 6 is 3. This is going to be the center of our head. Go ahead and draw that in. And do it over here on the female too. Okay, we are going to start by drawing an egg. Your head, let's do this in the nose zone. Your head is not a circle. Draw a smiley face circle, please. Your head is not, okay, and the reason I'm going through this is because I see this all the time. So if I say, uh-oh, I call bubble, I say bubble, I've made up that name for a person. Bubble, your head looks like pizza. So that's a pizza, okay? No pizza slices, no smiley faces. Okay, do this one. No, the head is not a hot dog. No, let's see, it's not a jelly bean. It's not a cone head. What else? Oh, it's not a square. Yes, you're drawing these with me. I'm going to give you points for it. Here's the one. I love this one. It's not. So people are like, I'm so afraid to draw a head. So it looks like a raisin. Then we have football head. And let's see. I think that's good. If I come up with any more, I'll let you know. Okay, so if it's none of this, then what is it? It's an egg. So here we are in my kitchen. So I am going to show you an egg so that you can see a real live egg. Okay, the top is bigger than the bottom. There are no straight lines on an egg, so you're not going to get the pizza, and you're not going to get the square, and you're not going to get this hot dog, okay? It's very subtle. The top is bigger than the bottom, but it's not a jelly bean. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to make this beautiful egg? I'm going to show you how it looks like. Oh, I'll put that back in the fridge. All right, so at the top of your paper here on A, I want you to use your ruler. This is 2 inches by 2 inches. Let's see. Is that big enough? No, let's do it bigger. Okay, so we're going to do 3 inches. So what's half of 3? 1.5. So I'm going to go put my 1.5 on the line. And I'm going to do this dot there at the 1, at the 0, and then at the 3. I'm going to come down here again, the half, 1, at 0, and 3. Do it over here. You can make your head any size you want to, but right now I just want to be big enough to where you can see everything. So we're for sure learning. Okay, got it. Okay, so we are going to have to make a square. I want you to have some space at the top, so let's do 1.5 inches down, because I'm going to teach you hair another day, and we can use this so we don't waste our time. So I'm going to go 1.5 down. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do, see, I messed up. Ooh, that's so bad. I'm going to do a better job. There. Okay. All right. So it's got to be a 3-inch square. So I'm going to go to that dot, come down. See, I'm marking here and here, so I'm starting at my line. I'm going to go down. And then, let's see, do it again. Do it again. Okay, and now that's a 3-inch square. All right. I want you to draw from corner to corner. really be accurate here. Once you've learned how to draw an egg and you've practiced it enough, you won't have to go to all this trouble. But for now, that's what we're going to do. So go through the centers. Drawing is fun. This is all really exciting. Okay, so what I want you to do is you're going to hit the side. You're going to make a circle. You're going to hit here, 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 and here. And you divide from here to here, from the center to the corner, into thirds. So that's roughly thirds, okay? Please don't do, oh, that's a third. Yeah, no, those are those equal? No, they're not. So do your best to actually look at the line. If you have to measure and go bing, bing, bing. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so, but make sure that you're really close. All right, so now if this is in thirds, 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 and that's the dots on the edges, we'll do it over here. I don't think I did a good job on that. But I didn't do it in pen, so that's great. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go from the top third to the side, top third to the side. You're not going to make a diamond. You're going to try your hardest to make a really accurate circle. And so you might want to, you know, look at it. I know that I'm going to, you don't want to go too far inside because it'll look bad. So you see how it's not quite there, but you're just aiming, and I'm keeping that curvy line. So just use it to see. It's just a helper, okay? It's just a helper to make sure that you don't wind up with an oval. That's pretty close, okay? So that's nice. Do it again. And when you're doing it, please enjoy it. This is fun. Turn your paper. So I guess I was off a little on that one there. But it's just to help us guide. So that's pretty nice. And I'm turning my paper again. You might be left-handed, so you're going to have to turn your paper the way you turn your paper. But remember, you don't have to have your page just stuck. Okay, so that's just really nice. I think that this top is not so good, so I'm going to stretch it. Notice how when I'm doing a circle, I kind of do this. Okay, let's go to the nose on. I kind of do this thing like that. That would be no, but just for now, okay, because eventually it needs to be like that. So please draw those. But how you get it started with the pencil, you can always erase. I got my circle. I like it. Both of them, they're great. Now, what I want you to do is come down this center line of the face. We're going to go right down to the chin. And I want you to think a happy little bird bowl, you know, like a little drink of water for a little bird. So let's just go down. This is going to be your chin. So kind of visualize and say, okay, do I want my head that long, you know? I'm thinking like right there. So I'm going to make my little dot, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to make myself a tiny little bird bowl of water. That's so sweet. I love it. Okay, nice and round. You know how I do, but you have your ways. Okay, I don't want you to do this. Okay, because what you're going to do is you're going to connect to the bird bowl from here. Watch. Don't go straight in a straight line. There's no straight lines on an egg. You kind of go around. Oh, isn't that nice? And then I'm going to switch my paper around and I'm going to head up. Again, I love doing this. It's so much fun. Now, isn't that pretty? I love it. Now, how am I supposed to do that? You go like this and it's like, okay, what happened? That doesn't look good. So do that. And here's the other thing you don't want to do. Since you know the goal now, you don't want to get here and go and make a circle, because now you've got a jelly bean. See what I mean? That's too big. So this is going to be something that you play around with. This is playtime, okay? This is us learning how to do an egg. Again, you can fast forward this and you can play. If you're at the pool, try not to get any water on the real stuff. This one's okay if it gets a little something, but because this is just for fun learning experience. But take your stuff. I want you to live your life. I want you to have fun. You can talk just like I'm talking the whole time. And everybody will love watching. Oh, and yes, I am doing this upside down. That's kind of cool. I've drawn a lot of these. Okay, that just gives me such delight. That's so beautiful. Okay, so now that you've done this and your egg is beautiful, you love it, we are going to erase. I'm going to leave this one so you can see it. But we're going to erase all this. And I taught you how to erase. So you're not going when it's a vertical line, you just go straight. Get rid of all that. You know, erasing's fun too. Okay. Get rid of all that. Okay. Now the beauty of this is that you can still see your center lines and all of that, so when we do our eyes, you just don't want it to be bothering you. Now, you see the egg, I told you that I have my way, and then it needs to be like that. So here we are. I'm going to come back around. You can still see it a little bit. Okay, nice and clean. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on a nice, beautiful, clean line. And then I have to lift up my hand. Now, am I going to start here and go, oh, there you go? No, I'm not. I'm going to go, breathing, breathing, and then I'm going to, maybe I'm going to start here. I wiggled. Accuracy, precision. I love it. Okay, that's great. So now remember, in the end, we will use a fine tip pen that is going to finish it up. So this is not exactly the end of the road for this line. Just lift your hand up. If you mess up, like I did right there, just erase it. Now, I'm showing, oh, see, I went back to my old ways. Started doing that thing again, with that no zone thing. Okay, here we go. Clean. I have to make up my mind that I'm going to be a clean egg drawer. Oh, I'm so proud of that. Okay, so clean it up, make it pretty. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this for now. We're going to start over here. Okay, we are going to switch gears and we are going to talk about the face. So I'm going to pause it and show you my face, and then hopefully you'll be in front of a mirror. You can look at your own face too. Okay, so from the top of your head, this is not the top of your head. This is the top of your head. Do this with me. Please do this with me. Pretty, please do this with me. Okay, this is the top of your head. Put your hand there. This is the bottom of your head. Okay, so top, bottom. Now, right in the middle, whether you think so or not, is right through your eye line. And if you do this with me, because I know you are, because I said pretty please, you're going to go across. What's that? That's the top of my ear. It's so cool. All right, now, if this is the center of the egg, boom, boom, that's the center of the egg, and the ear is right there on that line too. From the eye to the bottom of your chin, the very center, just trust me, do it with me, pretty please, is your nose. That's half. So whole, half, half of the half, or a quarter, and then from the bottom of your, oh, let's do this. Ear. From the eye to the top of your ear, from the nose to the bottom of your ear. So cool. How long have you been yourself and you did not even know that? I know, it's so amazing. Okay, so now from the bottom of your nose, bottom of your chin, right in the half, trust me, is the center of the mouth, okay? So that is what we're going to draw on here. And then we're going to do some fine details. Follow along, keep going with me. I'm going to pause for a second. Okay. Now it's really hard to figure out where the center of the egg is because this is fatter, this is skinnier, so it's an optical illusion. Just get a ruler and say, okay, wow, it wound up being 4 inches. That makes my day so easy. So I'm going to go like this. Okay, half of 4 is 2, and then I'm going to make my straight line because I can see this line. I'm going to get parallel with it lightly. That's my eye line. Now, doesn't it kind of look like that's not really in the center? That's why you always have to measure. And if you don't measure, then you have to fold, because it's until you know for sure that this is the center line, it's so easy not to get it right. So what I want you to do is pretend on the smiley face, I know that that's center, but I want you to put the eye line way up here on the top, because I see that all the time. Why don't we just go ahead and add the pizza too? Just eye line is not in the center, okay? So that is not centered for the eyes. And now let's go ahead and make Shrek Head over here half. That's centered. So wow, we got one right. But square head, nope. In the no zone. Okay, so what? Okay, so remember eyes. So I want you to put. Actually, let's go up farther because I want to teach you how to draw the ears, and I want you to teach you how to draw hair. So, oh my gosh, you say. Did I put my hand down right? No. But do I erase it? Yes. Okay. So now I'm holding it correctly. And there we go. Okay, so now. So what did I say? This is the eye line, so let's put eye. And yes, I am writing upside down. So super cool. Eye. Okay, write that. Now we're going to do half. So what's half of 2? 1. I'm going to concentrate this time. Okay, and then I'm going to put nose. You know, writing an N upside down is really weird, and then I have to think of an S. Okay, that does say S, right? Okay, nose. Okay, half of 1 is half. That's the mouth. So, see, I can see through my ruler, my beautiful ruler. I love my fashion ruler. And you go right here, and that's going to be mouth. Okay. Please write that. Okay, so now at this point we are going to just show the center line so that you can see it. You can see through it really well on your page, but just for your sake, I'm doing this. Okay, your eyes are exactly 1 eyeball apart. And I know that is so super cool, but watch. There's a half of an eyeball on the sides and an eyeball, your eyeball, and right in the middle of your eyeball is another exact eyeball. So right here on this line, I'm going to have you practice. So you might go, okay, what if I do like an oval like that? Half of that would be, okay, there's a half. And then I go, okay, that's my thing here. Okay, I go there. Is that equal a nice eyeball? Are those kind of the same size? No. I think that one's a little too small and that one's a little bit too big. So we're going to go, we fiddle with it. Please learn to fiddle with it. Erasing's okay. I think that's better. Okay. Not quite so much. Just fiddle with it. This is how we do. And then you go half. Yeah, that looks so good. Love it. All right, so you're going to do that. But oops, before we go on, I want you to do this. Here's our eyeline. So instead of having the 1, 2, 3, half, half, I want you to go over here to the square Shrek head, and I just want you to put, oh, I remember that between my eyeball, my other eyeball, is an eyeball. So, but you forgot, not you, Bubble. Bubble forgot the half marks, right? So look what happens when we take the one out of the middle. It's like a bug. Okay, Bubble, what about the half? Okay, let's go over here to Pizza Head. So this one says, oh, I think there is 1, 2, 3, half. Instead of doing ovals though, this person does these little squinty, super squinty, do this with me please, pretty please, super squinty little sliver eyeballs. And so when they're done, it looks like kind of an evil pizza person. Okay, and then this one, oh yeah, half, 1, 2, 3, half. Okay, got that part. Except and it's ovals. Yeah, we got ovals. But then they do vertical ovals. See what I mean? And then there's a half and a kind of half. So that when Bubble erases, it does look just like a little smiley face. But this is not what our face looks like. Okay, so you got that. Don't do squinty Mad Pizza Man. Don't do the bug eye Shrek. And don't, this is very cute, but don't do this on your eyeballs. They have to be horizontal, okay? So 1, 2, 3, half. So you're gonna go ahead and do that. Now, we're just getting our measurements right. From the eye to the top of the head, you need to divide it into 3. So remember me telling you about thirds? So is this thirds? No. So if you have to get a ruler and measure it and use a calculator, fine. But you need to, just like we did thirds, and you have to be as close as you can. This is going to be your hairline. The top is your hairline. Okay? So the top one is your hairline. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and put some nice little ovals so that we at least have our faces going on kind of correctly. Oh, that's too high though. But it's still in the nose zone. So we can do that. Alright, so I'm just going to do, I don't know, just because I feel like it. You know, get it out of your system. There. Okay. Everybody's got eyes. Okay. So now this is your hairline. When you do your hairline, you don't want to do, okay, let's do it with me. You don't want to go from here and then just go straight down to the eyeline. Because what you wind up with is that. It looks like a, I don't know what that looks like. But don't do that. Okay, the next thing I call it is Drapes Hair. Do not do down and around. So, and don't start at the top of your head. So starting at the top of your head, okay, people do that. That's, I think of that as kind of like drapes. Don't do that. And then, oh, don't do this. Don't do, and then straight around. So let's get that out of our head. It kind of looks like a tonsil hair to me. What's another one? Oh, we don't do points. They go pointy around. Don't do that. Oh, from here, don't do, like, there's your measurement. Don't just draw a straight line, even though that looks like crest. And on the Mad Pizza Man, just don't do that. And what, oh, okay, so if here's your ear, you do have hair there. So I get people that just kind of, they start here, and it looks like it's going to go good, but then they just kind of end it on the side of the head way before it needs to be ended. And last but not least, I don't know, let's see. Why don't we just, oh, our hair, they start at the lower one, and then the hair is covering their eyebrows. This one's just going to be bald little smiley face, okay? So at this point, this is your hairline. This is nothing right now. This is just your hair. This is your hairline. And what you're going to do is you're going to do it. It's not a horizontal line. It's a very slow, slight, not the bird bowl with a little water, a little more flat, okay? And you don't touch the edges. Don't do that thingy. Don't do it. And then you start to curve around the edge of your egg, go past the eye line and stop. And you know how I'm doing that thing, which I do, which is in the nose zone, but we're going to do that later. Okay, so however you get it in to make it look nice, curving around, we go past the eye line, and you just stop. No drapes hair. It doesn't go whoop like that. No, nothing. Just stop. Okay, we're going to clean that up in a minute. Okay, that's that. So now your ear, let's do ears. You start just below the eye line. It's going to touch. Remember we saw that it touches? You can go here. You can go up. It ends at the bottom of the nose. Okay, it kind of comes in close to the egg, comes out again slightly, and up. Isn't that nice? Yes, I am drawing upside down. I love it. Okay, so then you're going to try to make them symmetrical. Okay, do that. Here's what people do. Let's go down here. So yeah, we know that it starts at the eye line, so right in the center, so we got that part. But here's what people do. They will do, I'm going to draw, here's my eye line, here's my nose line, let's say, and they go, I'm going to draw an ear. So they go like this. And if it spells ear with an E, that is a bad. Don't do it. No zone. No, no, no. If it spells ear, that's not good. Okay? This would not spell ear. This is subtle and lovely. Here's another one. They'll start at the eye line. Yeah, here's the nose line. But, oh my gosh, it's so cute when they do it. But, bubble. Come on. Nobody's ears look like that. You know, those look like wings. Kind of. For maybe. Maybe not. I kind of think wings more look like this. But anyway, so don't do that either. What's another one? Okay, start at the eye line. Here's the nose line. And then they'll just go, I think ears are silly, so I'm just going to go like that. They just make like a little bump. Teeny little bump on the side of the head. Don't do that either. Okay, here's another one. I think ears are silly. So they just won't put an ear. Don't do that. You need an ear. Okay, we need ears. Except, oh, I should have done it on this one. No ear. I'm scared of ears. Okay, so nice little happy face with no ears. Okay, so at this point, we're going to, nobody has a line between their ear and their head. So we're going to erase that line. And here is, I want you to go, I'm going to show you and then we'll do it together, right? Between here and here, in the middle, there's a flap. Under that is the hole of your ear. You have to have the lobe and a place for an earring. And then there's a roller coaster ride that you get on that kind of comes up and down. And you get off the ride there, and then it goes up. So I'm going to do it again. This is how I say it. Flap, hole, lobe, roller coaster, get off the ride. That's it. Okay, so now let's go to the nose zone. Here's what I get. I'm going to do a bigger ear so you can see from the side. Here's what I get. So if this is a side ear, and it's looking pretty nice, because I'm going to teach you side ears and stuff in a minute. It goes like that. Instead of doing this, flap, hole, lobe, roller coaster, get off the ride. That's nice. A little too fat right there. So luckily we're using our pencil. That would be nice, okay? But here's what I get. An S. Okay, so let's do this. Let's seem like we're going to do okay, and then I want you just to draw an S. That is in the nose zone. And then here's the thing, this is the thing that Bubble does. Makes an S, and instead of flipping the S the other direction, no, it's just still the same S. So now the ears are opposite, and it's an S. Don't do S ears. Okay? Don't do, it spells E for ear. And, so let's erase the S. Here's the other thing that happens. I get this kind of thing, and then I get a swirly-do for the hole. And then I get another swirly-do at the top. Don't do that, please. Okay, so another one is they keep the line between the ear and the bottom of your face. I mean, between the top of your head and the bottom of your head. They'll keep it that, and then they'll do something like that. Okay, that's kind of a half of a guacamole or an avocado, okay? Don't do that either. All right, subtlety, subtlety. And it needs to be small enough, but not a little bump on the side of the head, okay? And it has to be the right length, so please do that nicely. Nose time. Okay, so for your nose, it's 3 circles across, kind of like the Olympic symbols. Okay, so depending on the ethnicity, you can come down from your eye. They're 1, 2, 3, half, half. I just made that crooked. Okay, so at this point, depending on the ethnicity or just what kind of look you're looking for, it's either going to touch the line or go slightly outside the line. It depends on male, female, and the ethnicity. So let's just try to aim for the line at this point with 3 circles that are the same size. They are above the line, okay, and they crisscross each other. Oops, I went outside the line. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so that is correct. Make it nice and clean. And then what you're going to do is you're going to erase from there up, from there down, to those points where they crossed. And at that point, you're going to come out slightly, erase pretty. Okay, make sure it's nice and round and clean. I'll clean it up later. But that's how you do a nose. Isn't that nice? Okay, let's go to the nose zone. So in the nose zone, what I'm going to get is a lot of, please go here, really fat, and it's kind of this big, kind of a 4-leaf clover, like a 3-leaf clover, you know, like a upside down flower. Don't do that. No upside down flower noses. Another one I get is, let's go to him. Okay, so it's looking like it's going to go really nicely. It was on the line. You know, it kind of does that thing that we're, don't do that. Okay. Like they won't do the circles, so it really kind of looks like you know what I mean, like that. Please do the circles, pretty please. And then they'll come up from here and they'll do like a pig snout, like that. Don't do that. Okay, the next one I get is, there's the line for the nose. They'll put 2 of them on it, 1 of them below it, 1 of them on it. And so when they erase, what happens is this, like an old man nose. We don't want a snout nose, okay? So don't, like a bird nose, don't do that. So make sure that all the circles are equal. They're within this one eyeball, the 2 eye, you know, space, or it can go slightly out if you want it to. Hold on. All right, so here we go with the mouth. All right, so the mouth is 3 circles again. So 2 are above. I'm going to make this okay, this is a male. So if this is a male, then it's ovals. When I get to the female over here, it's going to be circles. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so, and then this is going to be another oval below, right there. Okay, very simple. For a guy, you're going to do a little bit of an upside down line like this, but less. And you're going to kind of swing out to above that little mouth line. And then you're going to follow it. And follow it. Okay, erase those ovals, and then you're going to do like that. Now you can make them skinnier, but that's the way you do it. And yes, I am drawing upside down. So cool. Okay, so now at this point, for a man, this would be a female head, except for the. Okay, let me fix it. This is a female head. I'm gonna turn him into a man. Here's the female, circles. upside down, coming up here. Okay, so that's the female with the bigger lips. Okay, so pretty. All right, so that's I'm gonna change it over in a minute, but you're gonna be doing the female here and the male there. So okay, so if I'm gonna make it, no, female first. Okay, so at this point I'm gonna cut off the top of my football, my oval, and this is gonna be the highest place of my eye. So I'm gonna cut this off. It's gonna be the highest place of my eye. And this is for male or female. Get rid of my eyeball in the middle. None of those lines. Don't do, oh, I forgot. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to erase those lines. Those are just to get it in the right place. Okay, we don't do underlids right now. And so you're going to do a nice, beautiful circle centered, because there's going to be white and white inside of your little eye. Okay, we're going to go to the nose zone in just a second. So I'm going to show you how Bubble does it. It's not good. So no on the bottom lids. Okay, so we're good there. Here's what happens with Bubble. Bubble will, okay, so I'm going to fix those eyes to make them look like, oh, I think you're going to get it, Bubble. I think you're going to do a good job there, Bubble. And then what does Bubble do? He does a snake eye. You know, it's like, ooh, okay, don't do that. Or over here, this is so perfect. No shaving it off or anything. And then instead of cutting off the circle, you know, like right up here. So if you have to, go over, go like that, and then you can erase back. But anyway, Bubble will do this. So it looks like the person is a bug. Very cool little cute bug, but we don't want our croquis to do that. So then pupils and irises. Okay, very nice. And so we will talk about eyelashes in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to finish this off. This is a girl, female, nice, beautiful, lovely, like it. Everything's great. Eyelash time. Okay, get this out of your system right now. Don't do sunshine eyelashes. Bubble, they're very cute. You know, how adorable. But no, don't do that. Another thing we don't do ladder eyes. Another thing we don't do is, oh my goodness, these are so cute, but don't do it. Like if here's your eyeball, I get this a lot. Don't do that. All right, so what are you going to do? You're going to start here, you're going to go around, and you're going to go, woo. This one's longer, and then that's a little bit shorter. You're going to come around and go, woo, woo, woo. Okay, very nice. Okay, we can deal with more eyelashes later, but stop with that at this point. For a girl, you're going to come up almost to the one-third line, and so she plucks her eyelashes, and eyebrows. So you're going to come up here with a teeny little curve, and come to there, and then you're going to turn down. Okay, isn't that pretty? Okay, don't do big caterpillar eyebrows. They're very, very thin, dainty, and the line turns down right there. Okay, so now you're gonna do finish her eyebrow, curves up, tones down a little bit. You know, it's kind of inside that line because we pluck. Now, she is gonna go here. So do all of that right here. Now, so that I don't waste your time and have to start all over, I'm going to turn her into a guy at this point so that you can understand exactly what to do. Okay, you know about the lips. Guys are more angular. So I'm going to make my lines more angular. And the nose I'm going to make a little bit wider. Okay, I'm going to take off these eyelashes, even though I know guys have gorgeous eyelashes. I'm going to lower the eyebrow and go inside. So it needs to be lower and a little thicker, a little straighter, but it still curves down right there. So see what I did? So inside the eye some, a little bit thicker, coming up slightly, and then curving down. Okay, turn it black. You kind of want to have this sort of brooding thing. All right, a little bit thicker here on the ears. I know that guys have the lean look, but just a little bit would be better. So this is more male. Okay, so now here's what you're going to do to add to this. Come out from here, come out slightly, and then it's not an angle, it's a curved off angle. To add width to the head right there. Erase that inside there. Okay, so now from here to the chin, we're going to go out slightly. And I told you there's no lines on an egg. For a guy, we're chiseling him out a little bit. So a little bit of a straight line there. But yeah, you have to start off with the correct egg. Please. Okay, and let's see if that's enough. Okay. So, for a girl, like you're going to have a thin neck. For a guy, you're going to come out to almost his ear. So I want you to come out to his ear and do that. Doesn't that look great? Okay, so now what you're going to do, your paper will look guy, girl, and all this nose zone, and then you're going to turn in A. Okay, so finish that. I'm going to get my next page, and we will finish 3/4 and side heads. Okay. Okay, so you are going to do this on the 3/4 head and the side head. So it's going to look just like that. You're going to erase it back like we did before, but I will still be able to see that you drew it, okay? So you have to go through these steps. This is very important to me, so please do that. Okay, so now you have 2 eggs, and I'm going to quickly show you how to do the side and 3/4 head. Right in the middle, use your ruler because you don't want to do those no zone heads. Okay, there's the center, right, 2 inches, there's your center. Remember that right at half or a fourth is going to be, I think of it as half, half of half, and half of half, half. That's how I say it. So there we go. Okay, now go all the way to the side of your head, completely across, because I'm going to show you why in just a second. All right, now this person is going to be 3/4. So there, I'm going to make you know how to make a guy, and a girl from a girl, or girl a guy. Okay, so you know what to do with the angle stuff. I'm just going to show you how to do this. Okay, this is nose, mouth, eyes. So if your nose is going to come out, let's do that. Let's go ahead and nose, you know how to write it, mouth, and then eyes. Okay, go ahead and write that in. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, this person is looking this direction, so I'm going to do a little bit of a curved line, kind of near the edge, you know how I do, and then I clean it up later. You do that. Okay, so now if this is your eye, you know your nose starts here and it ends there, but when it goes to the side, it comes up slightly. So what I'm going to do is make a straight line, and from my center I'm going to make it come out like that. Then you know that your mouth is going to have circle, 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 right? So let's do 1. If it's closer to you, it has to be bigger, so that one has to be slightly bigger. And then 2, 3. And then you know the 1, 2, 3, half, half, except for when you turn the corner, this is going to be eye, 1, This one gets a little bigger, 2, and it gets a little bit bigger, 3. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then the side of your head. You know your ears to the side. I already showed you how to do an ear. Now your ear does not touch your eyeball, and it does not touch the back of your head. It's kind of here in the middle, so we're going to go back to referring to ears. It's just going to look a little bit wider from the side. So you can move it back and forth eventually, like you can go, oh, I don't know, and then fix it. All right, so now at this point, you're going to have a circle for the side of the nose. Okay, and then 1/3, 2/3, that's your hairline and your ear. All right, so remember how on your hair it goes a little bit of a curve and it goes around, but guess what? You have thickness there now. So we're gonna have to add thickness to the hair right there. You're gonna curve it down. Where does it end? Do we have Drapes Head? No. Do we have, does it stop on the top of your head? No. At your ear? No, it goes right in front of your ear and stops. Just stop right there. Remember the flap, whole lobe, roller coaster, get off the ride. There you go. And then you're going to do this. And go up a slight bit right there. And then you're going to round it off. Just nice little sweet little rounded off thing. Okay. If it's too big, you can always make it smaller. I think it's too big. Okay. And so then make your lips. I'm going to erase right in here because it's the side of the head, and there's a little crack there. Okay, and then you're going to go in, out slightly for the new chin. Okay, I think I need to move my ear back a little bit. Drawing upside down is so much fun. Okay, that's better. Okay, so then the chin's going to come around and stop right there. You're going to have your neck that comes down like that. It does an angle thing there. And guess what? You're going to have a little bit of thickness on the back of the head because that's called your occipital region. It's the thickest part of your skull. All right, so here's your eyebrow. We already talked about how to do eyebrows. Let's just make it a girl for now. So your forehead's going to come out and down. Not so much. Just a little bit. That's better. Okay, and their cheek is going to come out. You have a nice little cheek there. How sweet. And then the eye, we're going to get rid of that. You know how to shave it off. Make it the highest place. Shave it off, make the highest place. And then do your eye, but it needs to be looking this direction. So you're going to remember the circle. Get rid of the lower lid. Do the pupil. In this way, we're going to do eyelashes that way, but remember, just a few, not very many. Okay, please. Pretty please. I think we're good. Oh, another eyebrow here. Okay, so there you go. So beautiful. Okay, that's a 3/4 head. You have to come out here, in there, in, out. The chin has to end at the bottom of the ear. The neck leans back, and you have to add for the occipital region and the hair. Do that. Okay, you can make it a guy or a girl. It's up to you. Now, total side head, really fast. I call this the kiss the pencil line. So you know that this is nose. So nose, mouth, and eyes. Okay, so you have to think to yourself, do I want to put my nose like that? No. Do I want to put my nose like that? No. Start with your nose. Go to your egg and say, okay, starts at my eye, comes out. I want it to be kind of cute. It has to be perky. Otherwise it looks like an old guy. So kind of perky little nose. I like that. That's nice. Okay, and now you're going to have to come out for the mouth. Again for the mouth, in for the chin. And there we go. And then here we go again with a circle for the nostril, nice little circle. Don't have to make it so big, but you know, you can fine tune because this is a pencil, right? So you're gonna come back up with that circle. Okay, and then your eyeball. It does not touch the front of your nose. You have to come out for your forehead. 1/3, 1/3. Your hair comes out. And you have to add more for the occipital region here. Oops. And then come in. Okay. And you know how to finish the eyes and the eyebrows and stuff like that. So if you're going to do a guy, chiseled, more angular, maybe not so much there, but angular, kind of give me some nice hair there. Comes down and up, get your ear going on from here to here. I have to go back farther. Anyway, you know what to do now. Okay, that's it. Flap hole love, roller coaster ride, and all that stuff. And then the hair. Okay, I will teach you how to do hair, and you know what to do with that. So that is exactly how you do this. What I want you to do to finish this, so that you have to turn that stuff in. On these assignments, frontal head, you're going to do a frontal head in each one of these squares. So there's 8. You're going to do 8 3/4, okay, 4 3/4, 4 side heads. This is the place you're going to make a square. So I'm going to quickly go through this really fast. You know what I mean? You're going to measure. You're going to make this real super clean. You're going to do this to every one of these. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, you know, da 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 da. We've already done that. Happy little bird bowl. And you're going to do your circle. Circle, circle, circle. And then you're going to do your egg. Then you're going to erase. Then you're going to do the center of the eye. Then you're going to do the center for the nose. Then you're going to do the center for the mouth. And you're going to do 1/3, 1/3. You're going to draw your hair. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, half, half. You're going to do the 3, go like there. You're going to do 3 circles. You're going to do a neck, if it's girl neck or a guy neck, whatever you want to do. So there we go. With ears, flap hole love, roller coaster ride, la la. Yes, drawing upside down is super cool. Okay, so that is not clean. It's going to look as clean as this. And you're going to do 2 guys, 2 girls. No, sorry, all girls, all guys. It says it on your assignment. And then, same thing goes for here. You're going to make your square, do that, do your circle, do your bird bowl, make your egg, half, half. You're going to have 2 girls that are 3/4, 2 guys that are 3/4. And then down here, you're going to do it again. You're going to have 2 girls side heads and 2 guy side heads, okay? And then you're going to clean them up, make them super beautiful, and then you are going to submit A and B, completed C and D. Now, module 2, we're going to take these pages and keep going to learn all kinds of other things. So please get them done. They have to be done, and then we're going to move on. I hope that you've enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see your beautiful heads. Send me notes too. I like reading your notes. Okay. I hope you had fun learning how to draw heads today with me. Please get them all done. Okay, Bubble always comes up with all kinds of excuses for everything. There are no excuses. So please watch the videos, do the assignments, submit it on time, and we will keep going. This is going to be a positive and exciting experience. So glad you're with me.